right, this is Sue's 11 Tarot. I am doing the 2025 Super Bowl reading, and originally I was going to start out doing the conspiracy theory reading, but I was led more to other things. So that might come in the end, but right now, let me go over what I picked up so far. This morning, I took a bunch of notes, so I hope I get all of it. Okay, let's see. This morning, what I picked up was... let's see. I have pages of notes. Okay. Okay. Now, let me get a pen and mark off each one so I don't miss anything. Okay, so the first thing I channeled this morning... Okay, so I found on the news that it was predicted that, well, you know, all the different news stations say how they give a score of what they think it's going to end up being and all that. Okay, so the one that I picked up was the one that the Chiefs were going to win. Okay. I think that was like by 1 point on that one, but I don't think it's going to be like that close. What I picked up actually, well, it might be. Okay, what I picked up, I'll tell you what I picked up, was a tie. That's the first thing I got this morning. But now, I don't want anyone to get mad, because that's why I didn't do it other times, is because people got mad when I did a reading. And the thing about that is, any football game can change in the last minute, especially in the NFL. All right, so I just want everyone to keep that in mind and don't let your panties get in a wad. I'm just trying to do an objective reading of what they give me, okay? But it could change at the last minute, right? In NFL, anything could happen. Okay, but I got tie. Okay, now that was the first thing I got this morning, but it could be, that could change, okay? Because it's like, it's also the energy of who is interested in the game, and people may hop in on the game, and then that energy goes to one side of the team, and then another person's energy will go to another side of the team. So it can flip-flop. That's the first thing I want to say. All right, now, but I got a tie. Okay, now, so the other thing was, I got some parts of the game might be slow. Okay, and then at the last minute, actually, Eagles could swoop in. Okay, that's what I got later on. Okay, so in the morning I got tie, and then later on I got the Eagles could swoop in. Okay, at some point. Okay, or the last minute even. Okay, now, and I picked that up with a lot of green. There was a lot of green. Okay, I just want to say that. Okay, and then... Okay, I also got the coaches would do best by encouraging, like using encouraging energy, okay, to uplift and support the team as they're moving along in the game, and like not yelling at the person and stuff like that. Okay, I got that. Okay, now I found out, what was this? Oh, okay. So, all right. So I kind of got all the water energy, and the Pisces energy is represented by, it was a lot on the, but see, this was representing the eagle. So it's like a lot of the same energy was on both sides. Okay. But what I wanted to say with that was what? Okay, so it was like kind of like stabilizing the emotions, right? To kind of have a balanced outlook. Okay, and all right, so let's see. And then I felt like the Queen of Swords would kind of represent the intellect of what's going on the, what was that? The chief side. Okay, and what else did I get? Oh, representing higher thought. Okay. It's like rising above the challenges. Okay. Oh, and I picked up this. Okay, so on the Indian, this was interesting. Okay, so the Indian chief used to be part of their part of it was like they were saying that if the star comes up, it could mean the Chiefs when I do the tarot reading, because they used to be in Texas and that's a Lone Star state. So they were telling me that. And then, and also the colors were white, yellow, and I got silver, so that could represent the moon, right? Okay, but there's a lot of silver here. I thought that was interesting when that came out. This is the Eagles, and this was the Chiefs. Okay, all right. Now, I'll read about that at the end. I want to get to the tarot reading. Okay, so let's see. What else? Oh, okay. This was on the Eagles, but what was interesting was that... let me see if I could just put it here. Can you see it? Okay. Now, this was interesting. Okay. Now, when I... What is all of this? Oh, that's that binary stuff that's coming up. And it was like a musical... You know, like musical paper, like the lines, like FACE, and that was like music paper. And then the binary thing that I picked up. Okay. Oh, and that was in this card. Oh my God! See that? That represented the binary. Okay. Oh, okay. And look, it's here too. Oh, that's interesting. So it's like music, like a symphony. Okay, that comes together. Okay, if you're talking about from a musician's viewpoint. Okay. All right, so I feel like on the eagle side, I just picked up now when I looked at those white birds, like churning the pearl. Okay, so staying steady, right, with your stomach. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's what else I picked up. I forgot. We are in, I think, Cancer Moon. Okay, so it's like you don't want to eat anything weird foods like that would cause your stomach to be upset. Okay, I got that. And in New Orleans, there's a lot of spicy foods. So you want to kind of watch what you're eating. It might be a little too late. But also the suggestion for the eagle side was not to get tempted by the women. These were represented as women. And the women and the drinking. Okay, so that was on the eagle side. Okay. Okay, this is a lot. I'm trying to squeeze it in really fast. Okay. What else did I pick up with that stomach? Okay, Cancer. This represented also the Cancer moon could affect the coaches too. And the stomach, when I picked up the Chiefs, I got water, and then I got like churning of the stomach. So it's like steady your emotions as you're moving through the game. Okay, that's what I got. Okay, now. Let's see, what else did I get? Okay. Oh, so it's like, what else did I get with that? Okay, so let's go to this card real quick. All right, we're going to touch some things here. Okay, this card was like, I got this as the target dot, right? It's like stay on target, and then you could build another target. It's like stay on target, and it was like, you know, binary line is like 2 dots and then like a parallel thing, but this is curved, right? So it's like move with the changes in the game and you would be more successful. It's like bending, you know, bamboo bending. Okay, all right, so I got that. Okay, what else? Oh, Mars. Mars is in Cancer. So what's interesting is that I think energy was popping up on the coach's side that was on the Chiefs side. Okay. So that was interesting. So maybe that's why people were feeling like the Chiefs were going to win. Okay. All right. So it was like the water was going to that side, kind of. That's how I picked it up. Okay. All right. So that could be emotions too. Okay. And there was this weird thing I picked up like an hour ago. And this was like a kind of a random thing. And someone felt like their girlfriend wouldn't stick with them if they didn't win the game. I'm like, oh my God. Okay. Now that could be if you act psycho during the game and you have a date, you could scare them away. But that's not really how I picked it up. That's me analyzing that. Okay, how I picked it up was, it's like, would the girl stay if the team lost? Would she stick around? Okay, that was somebody. I don't know who that was. Okay. So that just popped in. That could be subconscious. Okay, so now if we're talking about the man and the game and their players, it's like, would they stay with their team if they lost, if they were a losing team, right? Okay, so that's interesting. All right, now I'm going to start doing the tarot reading. Okay, I felt like on the chief side that that they would have to oh, let me explain that binary thing later, but it's like supportive energy, supporting each other through the game was going to help them. Okay. And then on the eagle side, it was like trying to convince yourself, it felt like, that you were strong and could do this. Okay. That's the feeling. Okay. And what else? Oh, it was like, and even if the Eagles felt like in the outside world they were saying that they weren't going to win, it's like keeping a positive outlook on the possibility of winning. Okay, that was on the Eagles side. Okay, also, if we're talking conspiracy, I just picked up something here. You know that story? I don't know what kind of bird this is. That's the other thing. I was trying to find my bird cards, and I don't know where they are, but I'm going through renovation, so it's a lot right now. My mind is going cuckoo. All right. So anyway, what I was getting was, it's like, even if there's conspiracy theories, it's best to stay positive, like it didn't exist. And it's like, even if they paint you as not pure, it's like moving with the pure energy. Okay. And that is the key to success there. Okay. Now, I just picked up someone else too, is like, I picked up Aries and Taurus energy just now. Okay. And Aries, and what is that? Okay, so a lot of people are going to really enjoy this game. Okay, so I would just watch the diet while you're, because you don't want to eat some funky stuff. Okay, what else was I picking up? Okay. Okay, so it's like have delight in the wins as you're moving along in the game. Okay, that was the eagle side. And what was the chief side? Okay, it was like you know, embracing, and I got a lot of hugs, huggy wuggies. Okay, all right, and cuddles or something like that. Okay, anyway, so a lot of warm energy. Oh, that was the other thing I got. On the Chiefs side, this could be for the Eagles too. It was like they need to watch out for heat, and they need to stay hydrated, and also the bright light. So it's like, do the thing where, you know, okay, do the thing where you know, put the thing under, because the bright light, you want to keep your eye on the ball the whole time. And it was like, this is like ostriches put their head in the sand when things feel uncomfortable. Okay, so the key is to keep your eye on the ball, and you know, do what you can to kind of avoid the sun. You know, sometimes if the sun gets in a certain way, then you know, so you want to keep your eyes on the ball. So, and do the thing underneath the eyes or whatever you have to do. Okay, the other thing, what else did I get of that? What's interesting is here this is the eagle side, and this is the chief side, and they both have like their feelers out. That's what I get with those. Okay, but that could also represent ego, and I felt like you don't. The key is to stay steady with the ego business. Okay, all right, and anything else? There's a lot. There's like 3 more pages. Oh my god, that's like too much. Oh, ostriches house cleaning. Okay, so you may, if you feel like there's now let's talk about the positive and negative about that. So if you're thinking that, then you want to be resilient and fast. You want to stay grounded. You want to face the challenges and be courageous through the game. All right, now if you're talking about the negative, about cleaning house, if talking about the conspiracy theory, then you want to watch out for that. You want to go in with pure thoughts. Okay. All right, so that's what I got. And what else? Oh, I got this, but I had to go look it up. Okay. There's a scripture, okay, and it says, okay, so talking about, what is this? It's this card. Okay, so it's like, on this card I picked up, it said, signifies desolation. So, you know, it's like kind of feeling like you're not in your territory. So, and not feeling supported. So you want to feel like you're supported. And what does that mean? So it's like reach for that pure energy within, or God, if you believe in that. And for some of you, pray up. Okay. And all right, so now this also, these birds are in Africa too, so there might be some ball players that are really fast and really good on the Eagles team. Okay, anyway, let me read this. I had to go look it up. It was just too much. Okay, so it said, their presence in the prophets is a sign of barren, uninhibited land. Wild beasts shall dwell with the hyenas in Babylon, and ostriches shall dwell in her. And I freaked out, okay? I freaked out because look. And that kind of looks like a helmet, doesn't it? Like the face. And like something's trying to be born here. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, let me finish that card. I'm getting a bunch of things. Okay. All right, so, okay, so let me finish. Dwell with the hyenas in Babylon, and ostriches shall dwell in her. She shall never again have people, nor be inhabited for all generations. It's Jeremiah 50:39. Okay. So what I got from that was stay away from women and alcohol. But that's too late probably by now. I should have did that last night. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. So anyway, so there is that. Is there anything else? Oh, this was eagles. I got this too. Okay. This it says honor. I don't know where the dumb book is with the meaning of all these cards. Anyway, I just had to go with my channel. Okay. So see, this is like music notes here. Okay. It's like, I mean, you know, music graph here. Okay, that's what the beginning of one. So that's how Spirit told me. It was like, there's still more during the game and anything is possible. Okay, so that's what I got on the Eagles side. Okay, so if you're feeling like you're not going to win, there's still, either side can win. Okay, Then it's like staying steady throughout the game and in grace, even through the darkness. Okay. And now a couple of weeks ago, I picked up Baroque and Classical. Okay. So, I think it was the Classical that used a lot of the blues, and Baroque used a lot of black, and it was like extravagant kind of stuff. So it was like, I feel like that has to do with this, like, manage your ego throughout the game and don't get pulled into stuff. And there was going to be like really good kicks, but then I was like, you have to follow the rules, okay, and not do any of those shadowy things. Okay, we want to stick to the beauty of the game, the essence of the game. The ancestor said here, this is an ancestors card. Okay, because honor Ilugua at the southeast. Okay, now east kept coming up on both sides of the team, and I think that meant the flipping of the balls on both sides, and one side seemed like it was more easier than the other side, and that might have to do with the sun. So I feel like what they were trying to say with that is that in the evening there may be an improvement on one side or the other. Okay, something like that. Okay, but then you would have like those other lights, right? So you want to watch out for that, the evening lights. Okay. So Baroque and Classical. All right, so let's keep going. Okay, now. Okay. Have a chance, feed 2 wolves. Oh, there was this other weird thing that came up. There was this thing about feeding 2 wolves, right? There's 2 here and then there's 1 here. And it's like whatever you're feeding here gets birthed here. Okay, now that's the eagle side. Okay, but it was like, that represent heat and light also, right? And it's like if you feed, it's kind of like the yang. See, the yang is what I picked up from that card. The yang, the heat and light, managing that, staying hydrated. That's what I got with that. Okay. And okay, the macaws. What does that say? Heat and light. The active principle is yang. Okay. And so it was like, look for the signs as you're moving through. Okay, so pay attention. Okay, and it's like, stay clear in your mind. Okay, so you can receive the information. Okay, so, and that's where that positive energy was going to help. Okay. All right, so, oh. Okay, so then, okay, I got, was that over here or here? Oh, here. Okay, so I got weather in binary form. And this is what I was talking about, the binary form. It was like 2 dots and two parallel lines, but this is curved. Okay, so it was like moving with the flow. And then, okay, to explain that, what was that? I wrote it down. Okay. Oh, the first part modulates to a different key and then returns to the tonic in the second part. Now, when I was asking, I was like, is that second quarter or the second half of the game? And that looked like to me, when I looked in, that it could be up in the air. So it could change the second half and then come around back to the second half of the 4 quarters. Okay. And then, so that was like, well, okay. And, okay, the macaw and cacao. Okay. The tail end of the first reprise returns at the tail end of the second reprise. So it says 2 sections ending in rhyming cadences. Okay, so that's what I got with this. 2 sections rhyming with rhyming cadences. So it's like some things could be repeated was the feeling. Okay. Or mirrored on both sides. Or it's like one side does one and another one does the other. Okay. All right. So, ooh, I didn't notice this hair here. Okay. So I feel like if you have long hair in the game, you might want to wrap that, tie it up. I feel like that could be hot and in the way. All right. Okay, so I got that. But you know what's so weird? I feel like that represents the hangman, the Pisces energy. So I feel like that represents the chief and what he wants to birth into this. Okay. And then it's like, is that a sun or a moon in the background? Okay. All right. So what else? Now, I already said this, but the ostrich was, they have strong legs for kicking, so they might have a good kicking game. Okay. But we want to stay positive with that, right? And it was, I feel like it was like, listen to your inner guidance from the ancestors and listen. I felt like on the eagle side that if you use some old strategy from the old games, that you would have success. Okay, so I got that. Okay, now let's do terror. Woo! That was a lot. Oh my God. I hope I touched everything. But those were all, that was what was shifting through from when I woke up all the way to now. Okay. All right, so here we go. Okay, I think I'm going to do part 2. Okay, let me stop there.